Well, Big U is still locked up. He was representing himself at one point, which I hope he doesn't do. But he's facing a whole bunch of charges. Shout out to Brick Baby also.
Oh, I'm gonna say shout out to Big U. I never got a chance to meet Brick Baby.
Yeah,
but I had
he was a regular on my show before he got locked up.
Okay, yeah, I talk with.
But I know Big U.
Yeah.
Me and Big U have been cool for years. He did an interview. We kept in contact.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was sad, man. I mean, do you think there's any chance he can walk away from this?
No.
Why?
Because 99% of the time when the feds got you by the balls, they got you. And when you got too many co-defendants, what happens is the feds gonna dangle in your face. Look, you looking at a life sentence. However, we'll give you a year or we'll give you 2 years. So guys will go to plan in their mind like, man, I'm just gonna go and give him this information, hoping Big U don't go to trial, because if he don't go to trial, he not gonna know I gave all this information on him, and then they're gonna give me a 5K1 and cut my time, and I'm gonna be able to go to these, because the Fed have changed, whereas there are a lot of yards now where pedophiles, dropout gang members, snitches, everybody could walk the same yard. So they got different prisons now that they could go to now, so they're gonna look at, man, I'm gonna go over here, and then I'm just gonna move somewhere else. So I don't see him getting off that, no.
Well, what if he cooperates on a bunch of murders?
Oh yeah, then he up out of there. I mean, I thought you just say this going to trial, getting off. But yeah, if he cooperates, of course. The Fed's always open.
Not to say he knows about any murders. I'm not putting that out there. I'm just saying, but let's just say
if he do,
it gets to the point where it's like, all right, I know about 3-4 murders. I'm going to cooperate on all those, and they're going to give me time served.
It would have to be a situation where Big U got to say this. At this point, yeah, I know I'm the big homie for this gang set. However, I got a wife and children. So now, am I going to be selfish and be like, you know what, I'm about to just die in prison, or I got a way out of here, and I'm going to lead the gang alone, because you know once he violate, he can't be in the gang no more.
Right.
But I'm going home, I got my family.
Right, because his son got killed not too long ago.
Yeah.
Bad situation, man.
I saw that.
Big U's a cool dude, man. Like, I literally, like, I'm reading through the indictment, and he's extorting this and doing that, and I'm like, I mean, he could have really tried to extort me if he wanted to. There's never been any of that. Here I am, I'm in LA, I'm dealing with other gang members and doing interviews and making money out here and moving around. He could have, hey, listen, I'm going to make sure you're good out here. I'm going to give you make sure none of these dudes fuck with you, but you're going to have to kick back this and blah, blah, blah. Never had this type of conversation, ever. I swear to God. So hearing all these charges, I'm like, is this really true? Or are they just throwing everything at, in the paperwork, hoping that he'll just take the plea deal or cooperate?
If they offer him 20, I see him taking that. 30, maybe, but if he got more than one murder there, they're gonna try to give him at least 35 to 40 offer.
He's about 55 years old.
Yeah.
Get out of 75. That's the problem, it's the age. If he was 25, all right, take that 20. Because I always say, like, look at Big Meech and Southwest T. They took 30-year plea deals. Everyone thought, they were stupid. Oh, how are you going to take that much time? They're both home.
Yeah, enjoying life.
Enjoying life.
But see, they had just drugs. They didn't have no violence. So Big U got this violence.
Yeah, well,
and how
they weren't charged with the violence.
But
there was violence in BMF.
Right,
but let's just keep it 100.
Right, but I'm talking about T and Meech played to drugs.
True.
And here, what happens is this. When we plead out, the laws change for drugs. So they call a break.
Right.
Whereas with him, if he plead out, he gonna plead out to them bodies. Ain't no law gonna change for no bodies. You gonna do that time. But here's the thing.
Well, no. Same with the bull.
But Sammy cooperated.
That's what I'm saying.
19
bodies.
Right.
Time served. No, I think he got time served.
Yeah, I'm set to go do an interview with Sammy.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. What we talking about, what Big U is, if he plead out to get to that 75. But if he cooperate, he might be on tomorrow. But do he want to go through that? Because he might like his name, his reputation, the stuff he got going on out here in Cali, where he know if he cooperate, that's over with. I put that blue flag down.
So do you want to be the toughest guy in prison, or do you want to be home?
Oh, he's not going to be the toughest guy in prison. That's going to change.
Right,
he might be one of them, but he older, but they got them little youngsters. Them little youngsters ain't playing, And then the other little homies, they sending like 5, 6, 7 guys at you with them knives, so they gonna break all that down. And especially if he come on down south or somewhere else where the Crips not deep at, that's over with. That's over with, lad. So that federal is a different animal, but I'm hoping he make it out. Cause like I said, I had a chance to talk with him on the phone. Real cool guy, you know. And when I was gonna go to No Jumper, it's at the time me and Wack was going through it. He was gonna have his son and a few other Crips to come pull up to hold me down. But then I was like, nah, cause then I don't want to get in bed with no Crips, and then I don't want nobody be thinking like I'm like you doing a assault press on no gangsters.
Yeah.
I said, nah.
Me and Wack were on bad terms for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
I could have easily gone to one of my gang-related people and said, hey, listen, can you handle this for me? But now I'm in bed with that guy.
Yeah.
And now it turns into a soft extortion. Okay, now you owe me some favors, whatever else. So I just said, I'll just hire security, real security, and I let them know that me and Wack got problems. And, you know, I think there was maybe 1 or 2 times that we were in close proximity. I just told them, and that was that. But I always felt like I'd rather pay for this myself than get it free from someone else, and it's not going to be free.
Yeah,
it's going to be a much higher cost.
Yeah, boy.
And that's what I feel like more of these guys need to start doing. Like, look, if you have a problem with someone, just hire security. Stop going to all these gang members and
homeboys and
all this type of shit, and next thing you know, you owe them favors. You ride around, there's a dirty gun in the car. Like, I've had that. I'm not going to say his name, but one rapper in particular, we were out in New York together, and we were rolling around, and he said, yeah, I got a dirty gun on me right now. I'm like, God damn, if we get pulled over.
Man, I'd have jumped up that car in. He said, I got a dirty girl. I'd have been catching the first cab. Man.
No, it was in my car, though.
Oh, he would have had to get up out of there.
Yeah.
I'd be scared when I be in the car with people with weed.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it depends where you are. I mean, out here it doesn't matter.
Right. Yeah,
but Texas, it's illegal out there.
It's illegal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah. So, in certain states where we be going, I'd be like, we illegal, but I just don't want to get in trouble for nothing.
I agree.
So I be trying to stay clear of all that bull.
I agree. Me too.
You know, but
I don't like jail.
Yeah.
I've been there once or twice. I did not enjoy myself.
I didn't got used to being out here.
Right.
Stay out.
I like women.
I mean, your big facts.
There you go.
Man, there's so many nice looking. Then I'm in a nice, expensive hotel. I get to ride cattle around in Cali, looking at all these mountains. I'm like, man, this stuff is beautiful. So
that's right.
Yeah, I don't never want to get back in trouble. So that's why I dictate the flow with people. Don't be online. Tell me when I see you, we gonna fight. I don't want to fight. Leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? So we can go back and forth, trade a few words online, but I control the situation because I know how guys try to act up when they're around their friends.